Welcome everyone to Chess with TV episode 235. Today is April 7th, 2016, and as you can tell, I'm trying a new microphone configuration. I have been shouting at you guys for almost 2 years now. The anniversary of Chess with TV is, I think, in about 10 days, second anniversary. So I'm tired of shouting, so now I'm going to speak very softly into the microphone. I would be interested to hear if you like the audio quality more or less. This is called a Blue Yeti microphone. It's called a Blue Yeti because that's the name of it that the manufacturers gave it. It's not blue and it's not very much like a Yeti. Let's play Around the World Increments today. Create game. So Around the World is something I invented where you play a 1-minute game. There it is. Followed by two. There it is. I'll just do it this way. 1 followed by 2 minute, followed by 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, and then back down 4, 3, 2, 1. So increments obviously is where you do that with your increments. So with no minutes per side, you start with a 1-second increment. I'm going to go rated and I'm going to allow anyone to play. So we're going to play hopefully all the way up to the 5-second increment. We're going to see how much time we have. I have a feeling the increment games are going to be faster than the main time minutes. So let's see. This first game is going to be very, very fast. Are you ready? Maurizo? 2000 versus 17, whatever. Oh, that's not a very good opening for me. This is strange now. He's making some mistakes, I think. Let's boot the bishop. That'll slow him down a little. Whoa, yeah, so he's playing as if he has no time at all on his clock, but he has some time. So I think that's a mistake. What's going on, though? I'm not sure. He's playing very crazily. I think he's being too crazy. Bring the knight back here and help defend against checkmate. Opening the center, I would like that. Let's push and attack here with c4 and try to open this up a bit. The queen is protecting there. Oh, phew! And now I've got the queen. Wow, that's very difficult with no time on the clock. You can see the increment ticking past there, but now with the extra rook, I feel much more confident about my victory. Let's pull this rook back and pick up his pawn, and then calmly promote my own pawn. Oh, I have a knight as well. Oh, that was very close. For a moment there, I felt like I was getting checkmated, but now I win. That was a close game. So now we're done with that one. I'm actually interested in adding some text to the screen. Where's the extra text? And adding 1 win. I'm ahead 1-0. I'm just going to put the score. Where did I put that extra text? And position. Fit to screen. Oh, it's ginormous. So that's very interesting. So you guys can see that now. So I'm ahead now 1-0. Let's see. So now we're going to play a 2-second increment game. This is pretty fun. Av is not paying attention because we're going to go to 2 seconds increment because we're going around the world. To increment per side 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then at 4 we're going to decide how long is this really taking us, guys. Do we have time for the 5? And I think we will. I think this is very quick. I found that Around the World with minutes, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute game, and then back down, took about an hour to play all of those games. So we're going to find out if doing increments is more or less time. And I think it's much less time because this episode is not going to take an hour. So this is a 2-second increment game, much more relaxed and slow. We've got a Pirt's defense. Some call it the perk because they don't know how to pronounce it. I love the center that I have here. ChessWiz is nice today, says Azwaga. That's an interesting comment. Uh-oh. I don't feel comfortable about this pawn. If b4, then I lose it. So I have to play e5, although I don't like that either. So I think I misplayed that opening a bit. My pawns weren't structured properly. I don't mind taking with pawn here. Let's just put my rooks in the middle, I guess. Trying to decide where to put the rooks. Plenty of time on the clock to make some better decision. Oh, that's a mistake for sure. I mean, the bishop was very strong. Now he has problems with this check. I can't take advantage of anything, though, because his knight is quite powerful. He's going to castle. Yeah, this is not good for him. Let's check him here. And then we'll force that to move. And keep attacking that pawn. He did win a pawn with that, so maybe that was a nice technique, but I feel like it was a bit unstable. I have the 2 bishops in exchange for that pawn. This is very good for him. I'm going to come in here and see what I can do. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I lose my bishop. I walked into a pin. That was a very nice tactic. My opponent playing very strongly. Nice. I'll have to type nice to him. I don't know what to do now. Besides, I'm down a piece. That's my biggest problem. Oh no, these are bad moves. Oh no, it's going to get worse from here. I'm out of time. Whew. Oh, how lucky chess was out of time. That is extremely lucky because otherwise this would have been so painful. This check moving into the discovered check would have been awful. So running out of time, that was a very pleasant outcome. So, you know, this opening went quite badly for me. This is normal. I mean, these knights, they're fine like that. But somehow the queen d3 perhaps, you know, the attacks on e4 are very unpleasant. Let's get the analysis board and learn a little bit about this. I know we're hurrying around the world, but I want to know what went wrong with that opening because all of a sudden after queen d3, I have two defenders here, and he has two attackers. But if he plays b4, the knight has to move, at which point it moves because it will die otherwise, and then my everything falls apart and I'm brutally destroyed. So that sounds bad. I mean, when you sit down at a chessboard, you don't want to be brutally destroyed. I mean, there's some things that can happen in chess, but that's not one that's really one of your goals. Best move is e5. Yeah, but this doesn't seem right. Yeah, this isn't the way you're supposed to play. So the computer, you're not supposed to lose your g-pawn, right? I'm sure that's not in any books. I'm sure that this move, like best move is e5. I'm sure that e5, this is not in a book. It's like, okay, here's how you play as white. First you put all your things here, and then you have to play e5 because otherwise you're going to lose the pawn. It just doesn't seem right to me. And you can see I have a half pawn advantage, and then it just shrinks down into losing. Into, you know, less. Well, that wasn't very helpful at all. I don't like that. I know nothing. If anyone watching has an idea of what I could have done better in that opening, let me know. You know, f3 is a possibility. You can play f3 on the king side, make a nice pawn chain there. You can also throw c4 out there if you are quick. Bishop d3, c4 is your opening. So, you know, I had options. Maybe I should go with one of those next time. We've got a 3-second game now going around the world. This is 1-1. So I gotta update my score. But I need to move quickly. Properties. 1-1. Now that's too big, and I'm running out of time. I guess I'll take that. I've 1 win and 1 loss so far. I'm embarrassed by that loss. Game per frame. He's a pretty good player. He suggests if you play e5, then black shall have equalized. So that's very good to know. I believe you on that one. Let's play c5 here. I suggest bishop d3 instead of bishop e2, or playing c4 or f3 somewhere. Yeah, I like those advices. Thank you. Thank you. That's good. So this could be interesting. If he pushes, I push. The whole game really changes at that point. After e4, I'm going to block this in. His bishop is blocked in bed. Okay, so now we're going to shift tactics to this pawn, I believe. I'm going to go like this way. You know, I probably should play on the king side by moving the knight and playing f4, but I haven't had very good games with that. I've played this kind of position a few times, and it just didn't get great results with that kind of strategy. Unfortunately, I'm really tangled up. This knight doesn't have a lot it can do. I'd like to... Oh, this might be bad. He might sacrifice on this pawn. Ah, he might take here. That would be scary. He's thinking about it right now. He's like, whoa, this is his slowest move of the game so far. My slowest move is where I was updating my loss over here on score. Right. No, I don't want to leave this page. Right there. But now, oh, he's going for it. No, this is so scary. So now king up. He's going to play queen here, maybe? I don't think that'll work. I just take it. Queen there. Okay, so maybe king up again. Okay. I'm actually not afraid of that discovered check because I can take with king. Now let's play this. Oh, this isn't right. This isn't quite right. I'm going to lose this pawn. Oh no, I lose a piece. What's wrong with Chess's brain? It's not operating properly today. What kind of build out of this? I've lost a piece. It's not very good. Not good to lose a piece. This d6 pawn is so important, and I'm just sitting around. Oh, out of time. Oh, not out of time. I'm so glad he didn't take d6. I didn't lose a piece. Why aren't I down a piece? Knight and bishop, bishop and bishop. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, I'm not out of time either. That's so strange. I should be. I don't know what to do. I should take this pawn. I'm almost not losing. I calculated that I had lost a piece, and then I didn't lose a piece. I want to pin that bishop. That'd be pretty deadly. Go here so that his rook has to keep guarding it. And then what do I have? Guess I'll go here. Is he trying to checkmate me with a rook and 2 bishops? My knight is beyond useless. The purpose of the knight has no purpose. Okay. What are you doing? My bishop's guarding these squares. Oh, this is so difficult. Oh. Okay, so now I'm going to save my knight. It's worth it. And then the knight is actually escaping. No, it's not. The knight will die now. Let's take that and lose the knight. It's not as bad as it looks because I do have these 2 pawns, which are pretty dangerous looking. Now I've got 3 pawns for the knight. This is actually quite good. Oh, he's probably very grumpy that he took my stupid knight, and now I got a lot for it with all these pawns. Is this normal chess? It should be, but the moves aren't very good, right? So let's promote this into a new piece. I'm going to attack your bishop. Oh no, he's going to checkmate me. Oh, he has a checkmate. No! What? What are you doing? What? Now I can survive. So kind of. I don't know if this is called surviving. I don't know if this is surviving, but at least I'm still playing chess. That's like surviving, right? No, this is not good. No, I'm playing chess. I'm resigning. I didn't really survive. Oh, wow. That was a brutal checkmate. So what really went wrong here is this check. Wow, look at that way, forcing that back onto the back rank. He's covering this square this way. He's covering this square this way. He's covering this square this way, and that's really hard to escape. Suddenly my king will be checkmated. No problemo. You know, maybe I can't escape this at all because this pawn is pinned. I just have to wait for checkmate. Oh, there must be something here. You know, bishop d5 would help a lot because then he can't play this check. Maybe I should play that. Oh, nice game. GPG, what does that stand for? I've been asked, can I enable G4G or G2A pay for Skrill donations? I don't really know what Skrill is. You guys aren't paying attention either because you're playing the wrong time controls. This is around the world. For those of you just tuning in, this is around the world increments. So we're playing a 1 second increment game, 2 second increment game, 3 second increment game. Now is our 4 second increment game. So create a game 4 seconds. So you guys next, if you want to play me next, you got to challenge me to a 5 second increment game. Do you got that? Although I might turn around at 4, depending on how much time we have. So that's tricky. This is a cool opening. The way I control the king side. Whoa. I'm going to push d4 now. I'm tired of not doing that. This can't be good for you. I mean, I'm going to force you to not castle here. You're way off balance. Sheila Lovely. I misread his name. I thought there was like a SK at the end, like Lovsky. And I was like, oh, he's really good at chess because he has a Russian ending for his name. But it's not Ovsky, it's just Lovely. I don't know any Russians whose name ends in Lovely, so probably he's actually not that good at chess. That's my conclusion. It's more important to look at the name than the rating. If the rating is a big number, yeah, they might be a good player. But if the name is like Ovsky or Ov, like Kasparov or Karpov, whatever that is, then you know they're a boss. Oh, I feel like I've got this big advantage, development advantage, and I'm spending my time doing this. Not very effective. He really wants to kick my knight, so he's protecting this pawn. I feel like I threw away a big advantage there. That's what I feel like. Too bad. I thought someone was following me, and I got a message from Red Robin Gourmet Burgers. Talk about obnoxious. Oh, AdCloud. Hey, AdCloud, thanks for following. And I also want to say thank you to someone else. I'm working on getting their name right now. This is so stupid. My position is great, and I can't do anything. I don't want to push either of these pawns. Neither of those moves would really give me a good result. And I don't have any weaknesses in his position that I can attack. He did a great job covering these 2 pawns, which I was aiming for. And now he's challenging me on my favorite file. Get off my file. I have to keep defenders here. Just move around until he loses. I think I'll play bishop f3 and then... It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Strangely, it's kind of like a close position game here, where you can play a lot of slow moves. He might not enjoy this. The bishop is on a pretty nice diagonal now. So maybe f5. Put the pain on him. Not sure. Pretty good positioning of everything. I just need to find a way to actually turn that into an advantage. Come on. Always out of time. It's like the way you play this, you always have 0 seconds. It's kind of dangerous. You know, if f5, he would play e5, and the whole thing would lock up. And then my two bishops advantage would be the 2 bishops disadvantage. But now I could play it with check, and he would still play e5. It'd be horrible. I'll just keep maneuvering. I'm doing nothing, but I'm doing it really well. I mean, he's obviously doing the same stupid stuff that I am. I don't like it. I pushed it. I didn't want to push it. Now I have to take here. Now I take here. Now this does not turn out well. I mean, my good bishop that could slice through the board is gone, and my bad bishop is now staring at a pawn. e5 was a mistake, but what happened was I ran out of patience. I spent hours moving the same pieces back and forth, and finally I said, I give up. I'm just going to make the bad move. And I did. Yeah, look at this square. It's like a classical nice square for his knight. Should I take that? Yeah, let's go this way, maybe. Here. I got some squares. Maybe not this one. So that bishop is going to trade, most likely. Now my rooks are defending. Not the best thing for rooks to do. This is actually, you know, I can recover the pawn this way. It's called a skewer, where the more valuable piece has to move. A pin and a skewer, by the way, you may have never thought of this before, but they're actually like a mirror image of each other. He doesn't quite have a removing the defender tactic here, because the pin is where the more valuable piece is behind. So you can't move what's in front, otherwise you lose what's behind. The skewer is the same thing, but the more valuable piece is in front, so it has to move, and then you get what's behind. So I really like this. Then I've got this check and win the bishop. I've undefended my knight, so everything's a bit shaky here. But, oh yeah, now I have to save the knight. But definitely we're getting into a pressury endgame. If he goes for this, the check will bring him back. Let's take that. What an ending. I'm glad that I'm covering f2 here, so he can't check me there. Double attack on c6. He's got problems. Actually, I tangled him up, and now he's got a lost a piece. Now here, I'm ahead a piece. I should be able to win now. I just have to be smart, which is, by the way, a pretty major requirement and very difficult usually. Let's play another check. Watch out for the 2 hanging pieces here. We've got this check. Oh no! There's a problem with that check. Oh, thank you for blundering. There was a big problem. Let's try this. Checkmate! So a better move for him in this position might have been king takes rook. King takes rook. Maybe a good idea. And then after that move, I would take his rook, and then he would get my other piece. Then we would have a draw. But instead, king, you know, he's like, well, chess whiz. He would never make such a huge blunder as what he just did. So obviously, there's nothing for free in this position. I'll just look around, move in the corner. Whew. And that's a beautiful checkmate. Isn't that lovely? This is such a beautiful, fitting. What's the word for that? It's like, I don't know the word. There's a word that means perfect, and that's what I mean. Arlav is a very patient guy. He's been challenging me with the wrong time controls all this time, so I'm sorry, Maida Margot, even though I'd love to play you. Av is going to get today's game, but challenge me 0+4. Maybe we'll get a game. So I'm happy to say that I have now moved up 2-2, and we are in the 5th game of Around the World. Let's play an exchange French. This is a 5-second delay, and then we're going to head back down. How long have you been streaming today, ChessWiz? ChessWiz always streams for 30 minutes, except when he doesn't. You can find the schedule at his website, chesswiz.tv. This is a weird position. Why don't you play knight here? I wasn't watching. You know what I think I'll do? Oh no, I think I'm going to get checked. That was stupid. How did he get his king castled so fast? I'm white. I think I want to castle queenside, but I'm not going to be able to. Maybe I will. Maybe I will castle queenside. I'm going to have to block with bishop if he checks me, which is ugly. But I get the chance right now. I'm doing it. So if you take and mess up my pawns, at least I have an open line straight to your face. So that should make things interesting. Game per frame I've been streaming for since the beginning of the hour, so 22 minutes right now. And you can find the schedule Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. GMT, Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. GMT. So you can go to my website, of course, and learn all the things. I think 2 squares. I really think, you know, take this, open that up. Yeah, yeah. Let's destroy him. Oh, or not. Oh, facepalm.jpg. I think we have a problem here. Just in time, just before we run out of time. Of course, he does have the check, right? So it's completely useless. But it felt, for a moment, I felt like maybe I survived that without losing my queen. And then I did. Lose my queen, that is. And then I did lose my queen. I think it's over. I don't think you can win when you're down a queen. I want to make sure I didn't miss any questions or some such on the stream chat. Is this normal chess? I think that's a funny thing to ask. ChessWiz is so crazy. What did he take here? My knight? Oh, my bishop. Yeah, I'm not paying a lot of attention, as you can tell. I'm like, I wonder what was on this. Wow. Could have been anything. Good square. I'm afraid I may have to admit defeat. I might. I don't admit defeat. I did not lose this game. I won. Wow, ChessWiz, great job. Great job winning that game. If you notice that I'm like cooing to you as I'm lulling you into my romantic cave, yes, that's because my microphone is right here, so I don't have to shout anymore. I've been shouting for years. I'm really glad to be speaking softly and quietly to you now. ChessWiz lose again. That was an awesome pin right there. Awesome pin right here. There was this turning point in the match where it was like, I wonder if ChessWiz is winning or losing. And all of a sudden, ChessWiz sends his bishop away and gets his queen pinned. You could have done bishop f1 first. You could have done bishop f1 first. Now, what's he talking about exactly? Oh, to delay by move. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Like I could throw away all my pieces. Brilliant. Thank you so much for your help. So that's something you should keep in mind when you play queen d2 in castles, that you've got this diagonal. I have actually done this to people and had this happen to me before. You got to watch out for that. There's the challenge, mate Amargo. Very good. Okay, mate Amargo. You going to make this 3-3? I hope so. ChessWiz tired of losing, but he loves winning. So let's make it happen. Rip queen. Rip. Stands for rest in peace, by the way. People just say rip. Kind of gets its own meaning after a while. Oh, let's play a center counter. What is that called? It's not the center counter because that's when black plays it. This is not anything. I want to look it up. E4, the center game. Oh, that's good. It's not a game. This is my job. Look at that. And then the Danish Gambit is next. No, we did not. We did not play the Danish Gambit. For those of you wondering, Danish Gambit is where you just lose all your pawns. It goes nom nom. That's called the Danish Gambit. And I don't know why anyone would play it, but I play it a lot. I don't have a reason to play it though, so that would kind of make sense. I like this position for me. I mean, this square is attacked by my queen. Useful if my bishop ever comes up here, mess up his pawns. These squares are a bit weak. I could come in here like this if I want to. Bishop e3 is very strong because of that square. But I think if he plays b5, I can't take too much of an advantage from that. So I'm going to go on the king side. Yeah, this is where I can get my immediate cash. It's extra pawn right there. He was squeezed back. I think after white plays d5 on the third move, white just, has a small advantage from all the extra space. This way, I think whoa, that's not even queen. I did that last game. It wasn't very fun. So let's try this way. And now, I'll just castle. I'm not that scared of knight f4. G3 kind of, it does stop the knight, but if I delay castling, there's some really important moves to make, right? I want to put my rooks in the game. So if I spend time stopping his knight's potential, then I might actually fall behind in what's important, which is getting my pieces going here. I probably want this bishop here. No, it's biting on this pawn anyway. Let's play this to support knight e2. That has the added benefit of offering a trade. See, g3 just creates weaknesses in my king. The pawns, as they move forward, they become more kind of like floating around as opposed to being super sturdy. So yeah, this is a great square. So the more I can just leave them where they are and do other things, the better off I will be. This check is pretty strong. And then here, very strong pieces. So look at where my pieces are now. A few moves ago, they were not like this. They were like blah, 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 staring, doing nothing, right? And instead of playing g3, I spent all of my moves on improving the positions of my pieces. Every single move made each piece better than where it was before. And look at this now. This is even better. Now my rook is going to come, fly up in this direction, and take that pawn. Watch it happen. So this is just fantastic. I think maybe I'll play g3 now because I'm owning the board. I mean, there was a moment where I didn't know who was going to own that area. But now we know. So I think g3 possible here. Oh, he's just out of time in sadness. He's like, I feel so sad, I'm just going to not move until I flag. It's called flagging. You know why? Long time ago, before clocks had numbers on them, they were like round things, and there was a red flag. Let me show you. This is a chess clock. This is not a chess clock. This one is a chess clock. So let's see if I can zoom in here. Wow, I totally can. So this over here is the way chess clocks used to look. I don't know if you can see that, if it's off screen or not. But see the numbers. Old chess clocks had these little flag things. So if we zoom in on these flags, you can see this little red thing right here. This is a flag. And as the minute hand, can I do blue? As the minute hand comes along like this, the flag starts going like this, until it's horizontal, until it's straight up. And then at the very last moment, it falls. This is an arrow, it falls. And that's called the flag, it drops. So then we just called it flagging for short. And then after that, we just called it you flagged, which means you ran out of time because that little red thing fell down. That indicates that your time ran out. So it doesn't make a lot of sense now that we play on the internet and with digital clocks that don't have flags. So when people say you flagged, it's like, I don't know what that means. Does that mean I need to use the restroom or what? But that's what that means. It's based on that long time ago. Some people use analog clocks, but they're also 90 years old. So there's not really a lot of intersection there between people who aren't 90 and people who use analog clocks. Rondep is our next opponent. We're down to 3 seconds. Increment. Going to be a tough game. Let's take out our French defense. Let's close that. I like this actually. And then here, I like this position. I always wonder though, should I try for f4 or not? Let's put the bishop here. He should play for f4. Should I play for f5? I never understand. Let's put the knight this way just to keep my options open. What are you doing? Are you actually like gonna sacrifice the knight? No. So I'm keeping my options open in terms of castling. Most people wouldn't play this way, but you got to be careful with Rondep. I think maybe I'll castle queenside. Obviously, I have way more space over here, so he's going kingside, right? Opposite, I'm no problem with that. I am not a problem. I'll take with pawn. So the king side's kind of open. How many attackers does he have on the square? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going queen side. He's like, whoa, where'd that king go? So now I get to actually put all of my efforts over here against his king. So it's going to make this exciting. This is a perfect square for my knight. So I'll play knight there. I've got some really nice attackers on g4, so I could move into g4, the bishop discovery onto g3. I like my position here. You know, suddenly he has to change gears in terms of where he's aiming. Oh. I see he's playing everything on the other side of the board now. I'm trying to make trades because I'm ahead a piece. And less on the board means more safe. It's a good center, but what if I take it? I wound up playing very well. I need to get this knight to a better square. Wouldn't it be so much better up here? Gotta challenge this file. Oh! Why didn't I see that? This center is obnoxious. Oh, I shouldn't have allowed it. Now with no cover on my king, I'm probably going to lose. Beautiful pieces. Fortunately, he can't push here. Ooh, 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 uh-oh. No, I am out of time. I could play here, but it would get ugly with more checkmates. Man, so at this moment where I castle queenside, I'm like, ho, 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 I'm in the queenside, you'll never attack me. Suddenly he needs to switch gears because he was thinking kingside would happen, and now he's over here, so he wants to open this up. And in just a few moves, he blunders a piece, but then he opens up this file. So you could see, oh no, there's trouble brewing because I'm like a brewer and I'm brewing trouble over here. So this is now trouble for me. So I'm ahead a piece, but I have trouble. So what I should have done is king b7, get the rook in here, start, you know, neutralizing the pressure. Don't let pawns trade in this area because I need to keep it as closed as possible. Instead, you know, this fancy trade was not worth the moves, and it actually made his center awesome. So I should have kept the knight here at least. I should have played king b7 immediately to shift my rooks over. Then the center was just a horrible pain. See how this knight is just trapped out now. And I'm just going for side trades, little trades at minor pieces. I should have been just bringing the power here to neutralize any power he puts on me. So here I need to play this pawn up to keep everything closed. And that would have helped a lot because then these pawns would be all locked up in this position. I'd be much better off. And now that the center falls, ball falling, that's how I lose. Oh, I feel like I really had the edge there, especially when I took that free knight. I feel like I had a pretty good advantage right there. You should not have wasted time on the queen side and forced the attack. So game per frame says the opposite of what I just explained. He says after I took that free knight, instead of, you know, shifting over to that open file, I should have just attacked further. I didn't know how to get my pieces in front of my minor pieces. My bishops up here, my bishops and knights were not enough to attack. My powerful pieces were hanging behind. I wasn't really sure how to switch that around. Knight e3 costs too much time after bishop takes e3. Oh, this is a pretty fast game, so I can't read his commentary. He's telling me about what I did wrong. Let's take that. Gotta play another chess game. Your idea was also possible, but less thematic. Yeah, perhaps best was just continue the attack on the king side, because that's what you're supposed to do when you're castle opposite positions. Just felt like a little bit of neutralization might have been in order. Here, I'll play here. Pretty happy with this position. It's another opposite sides game. But if I trade queens, there's nothing to worry about. Bam! Got some pawns. h5 is going to really hold this together. It's going to be beautiful. Opposite color bishops is always tricky. I think that was a mistake. No, it's okay. I love my position here. And now he's got that file. I was sloppy. Oh, I'm so sloppy. No, running out of time is the ultimate sloppiness. That was terrible. I have the win. I really think I can win with the extra 2 pawns. Opposite color bishops means 2 things. First of all, it's hard to win because the opponent's covering the wrong color that you can attack. And the other issue is that it gives the attacker an advantage. Like if I play pawn up here, then he can actually really infiltrate and attack me with bishop h6, hitting the rook, making the rook go away, and then double up the rooks on this file. When he's got a rook here and here, suddenly, bam, coming across. It's very painful. So it's very difficult to defend at times with opposite color bishops. So that's what I was worried about. about, like, what do I do? How do I make sure that he doesn't get a strong attack? But what I needed was a rook on this file that would really, you know, before he gets the doubled rook. So I was trying to figure out how to do that, and I did not figure that out. So the next, is this the final game? Final game, score 3 and 5. That's not very good, Chess Whiz. In fact, you should win more and lose less. Okay, so this is a 1 second increment. Very, very fast. Here we go. You ready? Ha! I bet you didn't expect that move. Oh, it's an advanced French. Here and here. Oh, faster. Play faster. Oh, what are you doing? Trading off my bad bishop. Thank you. Pin that, I guess? You're playing super weird. Lee. Rook over. You're weird. I knew you'd do that. Okay. I'm going to play f4, f5. What? I'm going to run out of time. Stupid game. I'm gonna rematch you. Go back. I feel terrible because losing makes me feel bad. So I was 3 and 6, but I'm gonna play one last goodbye game because I don't deserve to lose. I deserve to win. I'm Chess Whiz. So I'm interested, you guys, what you think of the new microphone setup. Instead of shouting, I just whisper into the microphone. I wonder if you like that. Maybe if you feel like I'm choking on something inappropriate with the microphone this way. So I'd be interested to hear if that's how you feel. What are you doing? You're crazy. Oh, time. Oh, there was a bishop there, wasn't there? Should have gone for that free bishop. I don't know what to do now. I guess this move. Nope, that's a very bad move. Whew, good thing he didn't take c6. Yeah, now he's like attacking me over there. Let's push this. Let's see what happens over here. Free pawn. This has got to work. This part doesn't. I hung something for a while, but now it's looking better. I had a queen. This could be good. This looks like it could be strong. Let's make sure we get enough queens here. Oh, nice try, but I saw that. Okay, here's on. Take that, whatever your name is, Squirrel, you squirrel squitter, you lose. And I wanted to beat you just so that I feel like I'm ending with a victory. So next episode is going to be King of the Hill cash. We're going to give prizes out to people who beat me in King of the Hill because I'm the King of the Hill. Obviously, my 3 and 6 record just makes me such a king. It's going to be fun on Saturday at 8:30 p.m. GMT. It's a typical Saturday time. If this is the first time you've seen Chess Whiz TV, be sure to check out the website, chesswiz.tv. You got to put the H in there, otherwise I'll get completely confused. Or you can Google for Chess Whiz and find all of his websites. There's lots of episodes on YouTube. Way too many. I think Maida Margot gave up on watching them after 40 or 50. He realized that he was starving to death because he forgot to eat. Because it's just so good. Chess Whiz TV is great. I'm just kidding. Although I do watch my own episodes sometimes like, whoops, shouldn't have moved there. Shouldn't have said that. You overlooked that obvious things. You should try that sometime. You can actually capture your own screen. I use a program called OBS or Open Broadcaster Software, whatever it is. You can just use that to screen capture. So you can just hit like start recording and play a bunch of chess. And then you can watch yourself make horrible moves in chess. It's actually a good way to learn how bad you are at chess. Another way is to use the computer analysis. But why not watch it in slow motion? It's great. So I don't have anything else to say, but I really enjoyed the episode today, and I hope you did too. You know, I just do this for fun. You can support the show. I guess I should every now and then mention this, is that here we are, Chess Whiz TV. Oh, you found out my name is Quinn. That's not okay. I changed my name to Quinn so you wouldn't know my name. But Patreon is like this thing, and there's this way you can support Chess Whiz TV on here. I never tell you guys because I don't do this for the money. I do it for fun. But if you do want to support the show, this is the way to do it. It supports PayPal, and it supports PayPal, and it also has PayPal. It's pretty much only PayPal, right? I think it has credit cards or whatever. So you can actually give me physical money. I will go to the bank and I'll hold it in my hand. I'll be like, look at this $1 bill that this person gave me. I have it now, and that's why I stream. Just kidding. But if you do love the show, I would really love your support. It would make me feel important, which is great for humans, right? When you feel unimportant, it's like, what am I even doing? But when you feel important, it's like, woo, ha, 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 go do the dishes, go vacuum the floors. I'm important today. This has been Chess Whiz TV. Thanks for watching.